YouTube FXG here with a NASCAR lineup for the STP 500 in Martinsville Speedway. This is my last week's lineup for 314 points, not too bad. About the only downside was probably maybe Jimmy Johnson or Matt. There was like people like Clint Boyer. It probably would have been a better choice. But other than that, it's pretty decent. Let's go ahead and move on to this week. My first pick is going to be Kyle Busch at 10,300. Unfortunately, the qualifying didn't get to happen due to the weather, so they're just letting them start where they are in points. So Kyle Busch will be starting at 10th. He won here last year. I think he'll be able to move up and possibly even win again. He's rated number 1 on the driver averages, so that's also a plus. My next pick is going to be Denny Hamlin. He'll be starting at 12th. He did wreck here last year, but out of 4 times he's won here before and 3 top 5s. So he's 3 out of 4 is pretty good. 3 out of 4 top 5s, so I really like him. And his salaries went up by 1,200, so people may steer away from him. So I like that about that too. My next pick is going to be Kyle Larson. He'll be starting first. He finished 3rd here last year. He's 8th. He's done pretty well here as well, so I like him. Plus I think he'll be able to hopefully lead some laps. He was let me see, I have it right here, 3rd fastest in practice, along with all 3 of my guys are the top 3 in practice that they had. So that is actually not really a coincidence, so that's why I like them. My top 3 guys will be them. My next pick is going to be Danica. I usually don't choose her, but I think she could be a nice little sleeper to get a little bit of move up points. She will be starting 29th. She finished 16th here last year. I don't think her speed wasn't too amazing in practice, but it was 18th. So she definitely has a lot of room to move up as long as she doesn't crash. That's the only risky part about picking her, I guess. My next pick is going to be another sleeper, Chris. I like him. He'll be starting 33rd. He did finish 33rd last year, but he does have a nice little, looks like he could have a nice little fast car to move up. He practiced at 11th, and there's only been 1 practice as well, so there may be a couple changes to these. I'll post in the comments if there is, but I do like him to get some move up points. And my last pick is, I'm trying to decide between Junior and AJ Allmendinger. I like both of them quite a bit. AJ, he is going to be starting 30th, and he did place 2nd here last year, but he also qualified very high. So it's just really hard to tell because he didn't do too well in practice, 21st compared to Junior, who did practice up to 10th. And Junior will be starting 21st. He finished 14th last year. They're pretty neck and neck here as well. AJ is at 15th and Junior is at 18th on that driver average. AJ's had slightly more experience. AJ's had 2 top 10s. It's just that it all comes down to, I think they both will probably end up finishing pretty close to each other, but that would mean that AJ Allmendinger would be the better pick due to his starting all the way back at 30th. So I think it may. My original one, I have been thinking with AJ Allmendinger, just because of that and how much more expensive he is, like 6,600. That's a massive increase. So I think his percentage owned is going to be a little bit down as well. Where Junior is usually just a little popular. AJ was 13% owned last week, and he got 34 points, which is not bad. I would hope that he would expect him to get a lot more this week. I'm thinking he should be lower owned than Junior, so I think I am going to go with AJ this week. This is going to be my lineup here this week for NASCAR. Hopefully it'll at least does as good as last week, so you can cash in a little bit. And that's going to be it this week, guys. Peace out.